A Chamorro talk show program called Marianas Agupa Show Chamorro News, hosted by Glenn H. Manglana, airs every Saturday between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Magic 100.fm and live streamed on TuneIn Radio, live on YouTube and Facebook. For 14 years now, your Prime Glenn has been discussing about the social, economic, political, and cultural issues that affects people of the Mariana Islands. So tune in every Saturday.
And now, coming to you live from the CNMI, it's the Marianas Agupa Show with Glenn H. Manglana.
Ano facing how isigazo kopi. Estas pop musias sa faro. Half a day, buenas and saludo para todo do semanico. Winigi Roman Marianas Agupa. Salut a los Stefanios ginin I oran alas 9 gigan este oran alas 11 undang kululu na kulo para todo do samzo na maniku winigi 100.3 FM ritutong boys digi unsenit na kapasidad elektrisidad gari so madud gana papa tinian luta jan para adoy maniluta wenaw gi islan Guam para adoy manggagi wenaw gi katan na isla Special na kulo para todo do samzo. Mangay sa Honolulu, California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Arizona, Texas. Imangay giloko sa East Coast, Virginia, Washington DC, Florida. Down kululu na kulo para todo do samzo dan lokwi imangay gintirin mundo. In felicita todo do samzo half a day. Inin todo do si Tong Marianas para todo do samzo ni manggaygi ko ng hudso. Special na kulo talo pago na dia Hunyo dia 1 2024 6 meses esta gwinigi 2024 tetinan 6 meses talo para istinasakan dai trong kulfofgo na para takalang hitpago na sabalo do antisa fanilos dita fansigi mo na mala sa tanaw dong kulo na agradecimiento si Jus Masi I humuhugwi programan Marianas Agupa I anonymous donor dong kululu na si Jus Masi saludo para todos I ajudo winigi programatan sabalo I Diabetes Prevention Foundation dong kululo ko inajudo si Jus Masi dylantaber.com Jus Masi Lokoy humuhugwi para pago na sabalo I time check talo I Bravo Pharmacy and Wellness Center celebrating 15 years of exceptional healthcare services. 15 años este Bravo bunga manalefa para in review abon nizo bisita I Bravo Pharmacy and Wellness Center. 15 años este na serbisyo binigi Gadbo Islas Marianas Taipan. Time check at 9:02 paguguha talulu ikiluos. Pala zatanoy saludo. I-time check talo mga man malefa 9:02 mapatumaw ginaw ginini Bravo Pharmacy and Wellness Center. All right. Pusa mala zata kun sige mo na programata. Lokwi tanoy dong na agradecimiento I Garapan Public Farmers Market di man malefay. Ginin I lansiruta na promodudusin ng kano mala sa tanoy at judo bisita watu I Garapan Public Farmers Market si Leroy si Paula sagi ato siya kiniset sa nilanso ta comprendi kabalis Datatungo estafanelos na todo ihaf na elemento na humahal tataw-ta ginin maproduce ginin ilansero na masya honesty na nasyon tanoy dongkulo na si Diyos Masi uno na mas unraw na tsotso ipara produce ng kanomo si Tagwato si Leroy si Paula Gigarapan Public Farmers Market. Alright? Si malefay loke na itsiluta CNS store Middle Road autoridad pugwa winigi gadbo na isang saipan pugwa Saipan pugwa Guam Palau Yap Ponape manggaygiwi CNS store Middle Road mga man malefa wagwi loke man mafafata Starbucks coffee Guihan, Manggaygi, Micronesian, locals and Micronesian, the lual loki mangrove crab. Si Tagwato sino agangi 670-484-1267 o sino 670-287-1267. Si Tagwato wahagwi mafafata loki neji kava amod tataw-taw este. Bisita wato din sagi di populon aniti afanelos. Alright, pues mala. Datafan sige mo nagwini. Datanoy lokwi dong kululu na agradecimiento ace air conditioning. Kumusta autoridad para manaligran air conditioning. Seksi aimi kaya itatin spice store with ihagas tarusu garapan. Si aimi kubiza autoridad manaligran air conditioning. Ace Air Conditioning. Pawas ang ibubeha papaluta mga malefa natin saga Gikoro Garden Rota Hotel check si Kindo sinosirit kay gikantun Tosi bisita wato Gikoro Garden Rota Hotel. Alright, pusmala natafan sige mo nagwini sa loki tanoy dong kululu na agradecimiento loki ihumuhugwi para pa na sabalo talo hagagasa hahugihit Joten Markets and Department Stores local shop Joten celebrating 75 years of services to the people of the CNMI. Masilelebras di 55 anyos na sirbisyo para ito Marianas local shop Joten. Wala data lang no si Stefanelos, talon mo tumawagin ni Joten Markets and Department Stores.
Today's weather is brought to you by Joten Markets and Department Stores, celebrating 75 years of serving the people of the CNMI. Shop local, shop Joten.
Alright, pala data lang no si Clema para pa na sabalo. Pag na sabalo fanelos para utantan wi itsan. Ginin pa ko na ugan sige sempre teti este taluanis ni lauti para utingting iminaipi hasta kimaktugi oran alas 11. Alright? Matusinya gwenawikan na 86% i-gradua para pa na sabalo. Pusungan para siga teti itsan lo gigon mattuloki zaw matalat papa. Jadi siyempre na 86% ikaw para tapandang hunggan Watson Sanya no kita luanes ti maski 73% itsansa imanglo ginin hadza logo gi Tracy Mizas gi ora. Alright, mapatumagin ang ginin ni Joten Markets and Department Stores talo celebrating 75 years of services to the people of the CNMI. Saludo para Joten Markets and Department Stores. Local shop Joten. Alright? Wala, natapan sige mo nagwini ang fanelos sa Guasya ulo para tanapan huzon para pa na Sabado fininina. Special na kulo para si Bayo. Si Olang Bayo ni Long Guerrero, happy birthday kulo. Zay sayna undi na mas maulig inimno mo. Anso un semanas din na birthday kulo. Panalukwi si Nit Sablan. Alright, Anita, happy birthday kulo. Ginintolo do si familia. Para si Walt, si Wally Torres, happy birthday Walt. Ginintolo si familia Lokwi. Si Melanie. Alright, happy birthday kulo. Melanie Wenyo, happy birthday kulo. Brother John Regis. Alright. Happy birthday kulo para si John Regis. Para Hongo Lopi. Sign on ni mas mauling kinimno mo. Zaudi Dandan. Happy birthday kulo. Zangino may kukaw. Alright. Si Ubino. Si Bino. Taisakan. Gitas. Ano si Bino nagaygi. Tuwa nagaygi east of San Diego. Wagino uno na syuda, bisita umbiay si Bino. Alright, happy birthday Bino. Para Hongo. Yan ni programan Marianas Agupa. Zanzangin ko hagwe na hujong loke interes. Para manaopa ni kulo para pa na sabalo. Jetika, you know? Sino text mogi? 670-287-4536. Alright. Pag na dia fanilos ya man adigani dani izotano chairman Casino Commission Mr. Ed Leon Guerrero giora na las 10 lokwe no para tafan adingan dyan si Imea RB Camacho pag na sa balulokwe o sa sempia be agang na sinya lokwe man adingan masusesti binigi Islan sa Ipan, kumugwida visa umaatan syuda o sino isengsong siya. No, finini na apanilos, guasya dini asunto na importante loke para ta lang no suzo. Para manong tauta ni manikungo. Kasi niya loke man saunaw, man manzog ti siya asunto. Importante ti siya man huhuzong siya. Guahano gihalat sa siya diniskuti po i manadinganit dyan izota President of the Senate gimapos na sabalo po i matanso dyan loki si Speaker Avila Gomez ay man ganzi gini nas Governor Palacios pero pansiya man sauno binigi parogwa konsultasyon ito na seksyon na gipapa-i-cabinet i 902 na seksyon na kasi niya man adinganit dyan opisina ni Presidente sa manapunta wakat tayo na humuzong noong tilacho trabia ti matanza no inepi gininenzo na katay hakatanzi si Governor watu si President Biden pero finanso loke na siya man matatsong nila masa zaman adingan ihaf siya na asunto umifekta gobernamenton Marianas itauto Marianas Ilachi uno sa hululu financial, segundo bandan militar, zan tetset, asuntun hudnali Rusia. No, sigun ginin diniskuti trabia fananti pauza junta trabia, lo importante sti iparagwa junta antes di fanhono, zoma fatinas strategy, okay, po mafatinas no plano. Tayo mano na klaseng presentasyones, no, kau para ufan fino English sa todo pat guaha u zetik di ideo na kau sinya uno ba siya o fino Chamorro za uma translada gilogo yaman manguni President's representative ka translator by voluntaryo may translate dagin mauno pumino sa muro po din no na siya ha eksisya loki half gaygi papa izota constitution na tres na lingway ni da uno siya ta na setbi za siya ta expressya hit za itatungo how si poding deliver no strategy siya makonsidera pwede uno kaya lonistisya ukahulo za Okay, ti paropuay la masa. Sinya hadagdag ila masa sa komentos na si Jesus Masi, por favor, na manggaygyam zulog di bagay. No, para bay adingan yam zul finot sa muro. Debi usangan tayo na weste. Sa parusangan, izo na klase no hagagasa gimagay infa baba ito to Marianas. Insile ham na asuntong labor. Sabi man atan isti sa mapaisin ni translator office ti liling niya. Sa siya mabira tati na nga. Hold on, he's making a point in vernacular. Sa umasangon na senyor, hagagasa umfa babay manotaw to Marianas. Often na paron suleguan ham na aturidad labor and immigration. Often na po fatuwin no siya sa para bemfan manggogo pago sa lapit. Kan nisisida, lo noy ham tati de no sa edzuha. Ben chili o ben gago ihafa gaygi gitratus. Siyempre man maikuho sa fumino sa mumo resti sa makiki-comprende hafa. Usuloy no la strategy lo point we need to was strategy. Mano po mapresenta sa tay mano i-presentasyon. Sa sinya no mazupti halom yalom diniskuti na office no zangin unayam na labor na immigration tati. No pusti para bain fan kada sakan para bain fan manggogo za bain fan manggogo tayo na kantidasya. Sinya malalam gipoit san self-government na este. Pusinya no mazupti no na asunto leverage no. Na noyam tati de hagas in aturidad mami kumu ineksisi siya is the self-government. Sa tibulala na sanapi. Edso para noyam ihafa ginagagaw. Anman manoy pumalo siya na states, the territory. Pus gangin wapat tin mami, pus edso para noyam. Do siya no siya man madiskuti nigi idza hudulu bini. I-otro bini, gwa siya asunto bini na Simona, namiga esti siya zaman maulik na ideo siya manhuhuzok. Pun i-asunto nesti siya mono na ginin mano mo turis kau ginin China, ginin Japan, ginin Amerika, ginin Australia. No hinasoko na tinisisaryo umadiskuti iginin mano mo gi. Mala ta concentrate gi ibitsa. Ti ginin kau ginin China, pag ginin no Africa, pag ginin Europe. Ta-concentrate kau guaha gaygi gibitsan istisya na tourist. Zenigi na ta-concentrate. Kwanto balik wini. Ibitsa wino simpitatan za imitkaw pero dinitid mina. Kau kwanto siya ta naholong wini. Kau siya ta naholong no 500 meat na tauto o sino kanahulog unizon na tauto. Zangin isinya ngolo mena po siyempre imit kao umadjust it's a self-correct na klase no demand isti. Sa edzwa isinya ta fresi zan ta noy na sigbisyo edzwa sa presinya sa demand supply and demand isti. O self-corrected isti. No, tisinya na para tasangan na no munga na tafatto bitsinya. Itagwi na kantida sa no timan piparawit. Titagwi no hindi may kaudo ni tinimi na Umano na sinya na si bisyo sinya unay husong. The self-adjusted. Automatic ha-adjust lagi. Naging mokto gilugad sa timanoyo na si bisyo sa piling mo tibe fatto talo esta. Ultimo mo zan finini na tibe fatto sa tausa hotel sa parabesogo gi Canton Tosi. Lo gi siya supply and demand hana gwa sempre si bisyo para unibre siya mafatto mo gis manisisita. Kasi hindi kayo na lamigay na ideo siya man huhuzot. Importante no matungo na finini na. Tinisisaryo na para ta sige man argumento para kau bulanya tanah faktu ginin Australia pag ginin no Amerika. Debi ta concentrate gi hazi gay bitsa zang kwanto sinagwagan ni bitsa. Hezigi tanisita. Manukin to sit po tumutunog kaha isinagwan niya kaha pos apa is objective objective is para tana gay tana halum isalapi halum gi kahan gobernamento na isinya guaha servisyo. Ini objective pues tinisisaryo hinasoko na tinisisaryo na para guaha mano wato zang ginin mano zang kwanto no taatan mano haji gaibit sa gwini haji kapas para wapasi mogi za para foto mogi ini concentration video na klaseng concentration umatan pues ini siya manhuzong bini na simana daw maulik sa esta gumawa siya diniskuti sa ginin siyempre na siya mas manadingan itaw ta importante no daw attorney na importante para gua kinalamting sa iya libes niya waha libes niya tinisisaryo na tan magtud zanggin tana no ribaha inisisidad gobernamento zanggin ito siya manluluan ikaw para tana guahaji salapi para siya na nalero okay pues reset ibat Tunis press ibat Tunis that no bunga man mafio siya na position law tienigi matsutsuwi sa tanisita loki muna guat sutsu pare manotong tapos tanisita salapi na parao sige mogi mafuksiji ginin siya na industriya ito sa sanga kasi nigi kadada na diniskuti siya man masusesidi gwini na simona no importante no buhay na inadigan zanlokwi importante testi kada uno gizahita dedu tsowi mono na apa si tsonya apa na maulikaw bunga matsowi ji tsu otro tauto tsowi ji tsomo na maulikaw no izomo passion tsowi ji maulikaw sa simple man maulikit todo bunga matsogo ji tsu otro lamigay na sige ta lilia gi galong gobernamento ta galong komunidad ta maniintalo ji tso niya tsowi tso mo kada uno za tsowi tso niya tawsa sempre problema gwini no bunga mentalui ji tso mo alright po sinige na badepende man atungtung safa sa makikitso biji tsu otro sa tisinya na tayo na ini na tisinya man afat sa muna sa untataniyo gi tsu ji otro sa malilifaw na tso mo so biji tso mo na gwadso mo passion sa maulikit mo na sempre alright zauna ba lang no sisti para pa mo na Sabado na ungan gwag ni Loki no informasyon no malum gini na delegate kilili importante sa ihalum na servisyo iha extendi si delegate kilili gumuguaha istorya gini ni opisina ni delegado sa na istorya parofan matsuli siya dokumento siya sa parofan mapega gi magang archive Maruguato Paraguato gi Northern Marianas College. No iditso za todos ato siya na dokumento za ginguaha interes mo manaytay. Pudhaf so niya si delegate kilili ginin anay tutungi ginosbit no ibinasakan estapago bini Nobyembre. O sempre ufan mapega no siya gi Northern Marianas College. Sige na po fanggay siya istorya si delegate kilili. Importante no? May para tatubo bata di ang paso i 110-229 ano yung paraguaha nasidza i delegate okay visa na tumulay ka i Washington rep na posisyon Sa Guizenaw i gumaha dididi siya tasangan guaha dididi bosta gi pisong kongreso masyati mambobota si delegate Kilili law guaha dididi no palabran niya gi subcommittee siya na isinya mamatinas rekomendasyon di mambobota gi floor law ginin-eno na matatat so subcommittee kuma bosta ginin isangkatan na Islas Marianas parewa sa Islang Guaham. Gusto nun siya na dokumento parugay Northern Marianas College no manay ditso mafatinosi siyempre no saganya na isinya manaw-tauta man malago siya point of reference ginin no opisina delegate's office finini na delegate's office si delegate Gregorio Kilili Sablan. Alright? Pusinigi parugay gi. Law, iyan libes niya no talo. Kafa na para tansa ofisinan ginini ofisinan governor masya finini na loki si Governor Palacios. Tanagwahan si loki istoryanya. Za todo do ito siya ibidanya gini na fanhula za mana minaladza mana manoy na sinahi kumugi za imaga lohi winigi Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. Umafatinosi loki todo do istoryana sa mapigati loki archive masya i-library o sinugi college loki. Todo sa ato siya ibidanya si Governor Palacios, the Lieutenant Governor, gumaha loki istoryan niya. Di bi loki eno tahasuzi, so managwaha eno, todo do ilitrato naman malitrato, hafa siya na ribbon cutting, o masya hafa na istorya, ugwaha loki eno Governor's Archive. Kalantagwi si presidential no archive, right? Todo siya dokumento na gagi opisinal niya mafan matsulit, mafan mapega gi Governor's Archive. Sa masaya utinituhon no? Ginin na gobyerno zan paramo na. How siya na gobyerno para sidbihit, ugwahay no siya. Okay? Pues bonito no siya na ideo iman kukunanaf mawaging iprograman Marianas Agupa. Importante no na sige lokwi no napanadingan. Tanafan manungay manotauta. Spensa sa ti gumahat sa kinya si Wela agatiti pago na sabalo. Lao, wag ni video na nogyo dabay lang sa este. Ito sa gugo. Pago giz Amerika fanielos 20 esta hingo ka. Na humuzong esta desisyon i-jury daling niya para hogo Mr. President, former President Trump guilty ho. 34 na count. 34 count guilty. Si former President Trump gizi maagang has money para pakaka iji sa mga posi po no masangan uwa informasyon humuzong na hakatsajis ti na Palawan as Stormy Daniel gumaha relasyon niya no zanesti na Palawan sa umadulteryo si former President Trump sa paramungan na kwentos antes di matutuho ni eleksyon gi 2016 na sakan no noy 134 mil pesos ginin niya abogado na mo representation tagi si Michael Cohen sa ginin inaw na mawagang para mana pakaka sa mga no huzong informasyon huzong na umadulteryo si former President Trump anay no malalago pa presidente gi first time around gi 2016 destige na tutun maski kanda 2 meses na no trial sige muna siya ginin anay matutun siya sige ma-extendi muna lo type dito sa ma-found 34 count guilty para masentensya gini Julio dia 11 otro mes Kana dos semana antes de matutunis di magang official nomination para GOP, Republican nomination para president. Pues kana umafaksa lo dos semana antes de matutunis di nomination lo parang waha para masintensya. Ini kaya no. Kaya libes niya no. Waha loki no maatan salan na para umaapiyo na sentensya esta munazan editso na 34 na counts na guilty sa titatungo ko kada count bueno 4 anyos ang para maplanasos watu liblun ilay la ano ko ang para gramadero no titatungo kau magay para matangkat lo sa hagas presidente sinya ti matangkat si former president po sa hagas presidente sinya mana home detention sempre sinya home detention na so ni kay no humuhuzong ginin Washington law libis sita sa sangal loki na guahag do informasyon ng mga halungbini na para apela na desisyon esta confirma manay dito na guilty si former President Trump do taza trabia informasyon ko para matangkat para magramadero sa siyempre gumawa loki otro na eskalera Zai otro na escaleras niya ma-apela na desisyon. So nigi mafatumagin no ginin Washington DC esta mensiona mafatugin ni opisina na delegate kilili pwede siya manhuzong na informasyon. Otro gini ultimo antes sa depeho kaldo si clip wag gini lumalaylay ti presente pa proposed bill trabiati mananay na numero niya. Now, ma-introduce gini Senator Jude Hofstadter. Salute para si Senator Jude Hofstadter para introduce iti utsago ko. Now, gumawa po niya Marianas Agupa para siya halang sa importante para tatsuli lokwi no suportasyon ni Manaw-Tauta, especialmente adto siya man produce sining kano o sino man mamumok sa igwaka o sino baboy. Waha na lay matsugi sa na dito agas lay ma-codify 4 CMC section 81, 82 and 81, 83. Which na lay afanelos imanoy aturidad niya CUC para na guahadzi no special na no apas para ato siya agricultural producers man mamumuksay man nananong no tinanom gigwalo man mamumuksay guaka zanhop siya widesti para ninai 25 centimos gi kada meat na galon unusa para unso pues tima implementa en otra vía no Zam importante na bill introduce si Senator Jude Hofstadter para amenda sa guaha lingwahe na seksyon na 81, 82 and 81, 83 na lay 4 CMC na lamon niya CUC panotsogi zanggin matutsi manglago para uhat sa hulo instead na 25 cents per thousand apas para honum gi walo siya hatsa giza na 1 peso sino 2 pesos gi kada galon us para atani si Senator Jude za para faisin loki Manaw-Tauta no hafa hinasumidso por sa importante production ilan siriya zan siya pineksay tisiyahit man maulik muna zangin siya ta dependit gi ningkano san hitso data mensyon na programata na debita na guaha estilo para ta produce data replace ito siya na import ta reduce reliance na ito siya na commodity man mafatto Za enoha esti para ta noi no special na rate para esti farm production i cattle producers loke de manisita honom sa tala na kuha ajuda mafatu gini federalis para ajuda sa tempon drought. Pus debi loke hitan gobernamento ta tana guahay no na asistimento para i manautauta especialmente esti lansiria dyan ipinexaisia. Kung sinigay sa mamamayla na Sabalo by sagi mo sinya na para by kumbida si Senator Jude Hofschneider. So halong gini za u explica na bio iparo amende za para ta ajuda i estina industriya i agricultural industry. Importante tisti sa inigi i hali ekonomiyata Tabin sosyoneno za bula siya ti malipaparesti. Indigi ekonomiyata i paratanagwano elementota gidia. Zafay na elemento iningkano ni humahalong gitataw-tawta. Tisinyahin man matsotso za masya mono este. Tisinya itaw-taw humahalong matsotso zangin ti umamutsan ogan, ti kinafe, ti sumutsupan padafa. Umamutsan taluani o sumena. Taza elementonya zangin taigwenaw na no sustansya na mafatueno na sustansya ginin ilan siria zan iprumududusis ti siya i ningkano ginin ilanso. Pusinigi i fuitsan esti na industriya i fuitsan alikultura zat titalili safa no titalipa pa rin sa we taking it for granted esta nagigon mato esta tsika wato sa siyano manafito tsada lo man malilifa edyo na tsada ginin edyo na tawtaw ipromududusi edyo na no poultry farm zakasino siya i lansirias sumutso bacon. Naminangi bacon and ham, no? Lo man malilifite sa take for granted. Titahaso na ito na bacon and ham, ginin ito iprumududo si baboy. Pus debit na fanlala iti iprumududo si swine production wini piggery iti Marianas. Sa CST para na guahazi elementota ikada dia. Tauza balinya doktor pafalagi sius CHCC za pero atendi balongos ang inti umamutsan ogan masya tos parafa na boyo eggs safa tisiya to which itonya ang inti umamutsan na patsutsu fan na doktor za ti umamutsan taluani sa tisiya sempre no matsutsu tisiya ha atendi malongo pusinigi i fundamento niya sti sa sasangan sa hagagasa talangnos winigi reduta maski 5 anyos, 15 anyos. Lo, guanabay nagti humahalom yung talanga sa umusunga yung na talanga. Safa, we're taking it for granted. Kung esti na importante. Radang insinya si Senator Jude halangnos esti sa sinya mana dito esti sa ninai ganas iman man produdusi. Sige, fanilo sempre naggumaha oportunidad para ajusiya production winigi islata duta tinian sa tinian natala na sige mo na debi upaha esti kado no production ay sinya turudrit manlala gini na komplikado na hinanaw ni ekonomiya na tasusesidi komplikado mansogo siya inengkano zata sa sangala nagigwa problema pues Taki itong kiko, timap-tibat ko. Debi o gaigeno, za debi ta honesty hinasun asti siya iman ubenta. Za ta encourage no panhalong gini na industriya. Lagin tita tsogwe no, tita napahay no, manatati siya na hinirasyon, pus ta feo, na paratana pan manungo asti siya iman ubenta na importante asti i-production. Alright? Kung sinigi gi kadada na explikasyon Mela belang no sa esti sagwa ka nang ginikulo. Alright, Peter. Alright, si Peter Yabugaw. Buenas. Alright. Ingatan sa gawin no tanas ti tagigifli loki no linya si difunto tumpito ay baban matao. Ang sa gawin ni umalom no biba cumpleaños. Okay, all right. Si happy birthday Miss Ngon Giftao Santos. 5 años mo right. All right, ilaita si Miss Ngon Giftao Santos. Happy birthday. Balloon kulo para si Miss Ngon. All right. I-otro gini na message, gini ni si Duta Bugao, Peter Santos, si Robert Underwood, umintroduce si Kongreso na para Uguaha delegate. Oh! Tala, nay? At tala yan, no? Sa bulat itumungo, no? Na anay guiza no delegado fanan si Guida Tempo sa muna Guam to delegate kisi namay Tilacio si former delegate Robert Underwood umintroduce siya na para na sauna ibisino kumo hitag minigi siya namay para guahalo kwi boss niya gay patsut masya gi komite masya timambubuta gi pisong Kongreso Estados Unidos law para ugay opisina za parao mano ay medyo na titulo i-delegate. Alright? Pues, sus masi Peter Neno za inigi muna maigi si delegate kilil ginin medyo na pison lay i-umit dito ginin itsetso former delegate Robert Underwood. Saludo para si former delegate Robert Underwood. Tudulo ki itsetso niya, zan isit bisyon niya. Para manilutag beno gi islan Guam i Tano i Chamorro. Susmase pwede no? Peter? Alright, po sinigi gi Canada siya na no gaseta gihila na nota namela pudi gumalo ki at sakinya chilu guya gati gwagwi na nobyo na sige mo na para mana bahay este industrial agrikultura gizaluta sa specialmente na produkto imagang kafe. Gini nung tempo itempon sa panis, manapahay no, gipapa sa masuday lokwi talo neji hagas manduduko gi as maabo nanya na lugar as maabo gi islang luta bida sila ladera lagi magtoluta unli gi yung banda Giza hululu papa sa bona ginin ito siya na trungko fanilo si hagas matawag itimput sa panis tagi presenti pago tututun para istira mo na demonstration. Okay? Pagmala data place din gi gizun nito kweno gi television. Alright? Wala data lang no system.
Gagizo pago gwini giza sabana, gwini gi mafananaan no plantation no cafe. Ja gagi gini empleado Leonor si Manases Borsinas. Manases, buenos días Manases.
Good morning, buenos días.
Yeah, good morning. Si sus maasi na tempo mo na para befay sino di question. Fineni na. Kausinya explica di. Apa na programa incecigi gwini gi buniton lugat.
Okay, no isla program no working collaboration ni Department of Plants and Natural Resources so ni UPC company no registration process tigi para lanchiruta ni hadi no interesado no gumalo pe no pagi no ngelo uli masabi na dili no adulo sa mga matalom niya kape.
Okay, pues bonito sa sinya on educa y público na interesado no lumansong cafe, no? ¿Cuántos tiempo tinataka este café gini ni yung tanum istaki hatutun manuksa.
Okay. Isti ikafe ni tutuhon gini si Miza. Aming gini ni si Miza, waha gini si Miza, waha gini no seedlings din heka kita isang.
Isa.
Okay. No, isti na tungko pago sa sikan na 22 años. Isti estaba man populo si Galasa, estaba sa Teleksa, ito pagi Teleksa sa biasa, nueva ni manuksa. Pues ya 28 ba siya mas bumega sa Teleksa. Oh.
Okay, pues a la cuenta cuántos años mon desde que na intanuments din eh.
Este cada 20 sige 2 años 20
2 años tati. Ja, el café mono ne mauling mas matanum kau eji fresco na lugar pat kosinya bagi papa gi sinapalo neji kalan mamay pi.
Di presente kuha siya yung ngayon ng lansero. Pokong ginugan niya sa Napolo. Wa di Malika. Malik no apa din no lala. Pues kanatan ko ng parewa Malika masama no. Di necesario 20 no sombra. Uy, manglo gini pago yung masing keke puti si kape ipuli manglo.
Okay.
Which is hindi din tanum din no sorda.
Kalan windbreaker makanan. Pues bonito. Pues ata na eji tres giwato kalan mambrabo. Ini isa loki eji hagun nijong no para jon nijong mauching no. Okay. Pues bonito biran mi medyo. Pwede ya mali na totolutan jan parewa saipan jan tinian. Na atin na bonitong programa gigizaluta. No Tsagi manano masya para ginmizo cafe kada dia. Sisus masi manases.
Alright. Sige, gini na sa Guela Agatiti Apnelos. No, bonito mo guide. I-programa. Demonstration project. Izililing niya si June. Gini ni Islanduta. DLNR. Department of Lands and Natural Resources. Demonstration. Pwede no makonsige mas muna na siya gumawa produktun i-kafe. Idinitimpun sa panisan tilacho no parewa binigay sa saipan. Man ma-mid cacao, man ma-tatanom, man ma-process, tapos man ma-mid cacao gid sa apon. Lagi na no report imapatugyan ni Nasguela Agatete si Jesus Mose. Dati siya manita pa ako, pwede igualo kaya sa kinya palaan. Kaya Agatete na bravo how zata fanhitaw true sabalo. Alright, kung sinigi siya manggay gigipoy sino ni nadangan, utunga nagwagin nino managang halom buena selo guaparon zoti anti sa dita ufati bisitata. Okay, nagasa tumay bis di siluta. Alright, is mala. Hindi naman sa tsagi mo na kilum si right. Take a break bini, tapos direct pansigi mo lang bini yung programa ta.
BBC taman mafatu inovia dan inovia get uditu anayu matsi Maila sa pagu patu Maila sa magagi ipagatu Maila sa tula para mangina wingi Pagkista na pagpagkilata Sa pagupera na pagpandong Pag-isiya na klaseng boka Tamang pag-isiya ng pamilya
Alright, wala. Datapan sige mo na bini apanilos at pinili natin ang holom niya. Kadi, Mayor RB Camacho jau updated of siapan masusisiligi halo ni Singsong. Buenas Mayor RB, good morning Panahogo.
Buenos días lah ya Mr. Manglona lah ya Glenn. Dan nakulah na si Jesus Masi ni ulang talo at kandidat ni at konversa utol sa pataratungi publiko apa ya kati karirologi ginigalo ni komunidad sa Ipan.
Alright, bonito no tunga na no gonna be na masya weekend sigawa matsotso sa inigi uno na oportunidad i manggay at kadid si 24 oras 7 days a week no siga matsotso. Pues mea no yes.
Pero panusong na polistiro so talisti quarry na issue na mujung old kafaji ruling kotti na di pagpumasu akati mistis uno la is nos pudi akatisti Glenn na no sokila pula paguta fafana mona polisti bandani tenkas tai toza ti mamatitina si gobernamento tenkas po mano matitesi tauto za istigi puntotko gine angin wa posi disa na bibi ge quarry na use set back president toza kubeke pangun itu na ottu dia katranka hit ni toto tonu ni tafanono mo na os istigi logici na ti conforme jo ba posi kaskau ge quarry toza problema za ni quarry operator CMS toza problema gini que baba na puta public land actually royalty rento di quarry o si jo ko son na angisine public mo negosyo sa quarry so kada man uli akati kaskao di paregle sa publiko o di papa i preso iniki o que estableci na pula di comprende na isti jalan ni mababa by publiko na responsible i government gua defector karena the motto kisan accidenti kareta jaba chinuda ini ki question haji responsible haji po masu i gobernamento ini ki kotina na mampusu
nagakano nota to may nota to okay go ahead Agasa manawag.
Hindi na mapuso na tapinan istis tinananggan sa kigwa accidenti like Senor Glenn's and publiko. Tinananggan of accidenti first demand an emergency response unit. Man malong tau ta pisina mo ni ambulan inigi siya na issue like certain di ikotida ni abogado si Makin Batalista ni siya tumuling onas di sa tulis na resulta sa tawag ko gogoy public land mailan ta fan matutsu sa ba obligasyon ta ni patatendi publiko dito pun actually sti populay malang isya man natuktuk kita fan natuktuk sa dongkul tungtupit o sinigi logici i otto na tikulo tutsuning na polisi sa tufangaluan esta i problema gini pa de bina tafan menharing ni polisi mafanan sustainability food security wata nota pues mal ta usas na resources available gini kita nota ne so fan beneficio i famagunta i logic gini na mas musabab pa gusti 750 na estudiante magradua pa na simona Monus ni gato 750 na famagunta po fan public dan so us malata tababa na tabali famagunta na malata jalakas di eda us ibinado po us to kataji ko benno me para oftamano ni siya tanan total tesos di acres isakan nini na malaguzo na para bibisi ko benno sa stay ko benno asa pupunta zo sa ni Congreso, local delegation. Sa uspliko di siya sa, atan iso ta impact, inflation, guys, todo ka kahuli tektos, todo mungan manangga na takimotso mi introdan iti importation, Tauja, festivals, gangus, para fa morning batku sa gato matan ka ini morning batku. O sistigi siya debe na ta tutun pumatikas di perotala. Siyempre, manahalit namin ni Farmers Association, manahalit siyempre mga kumpensa ni gobyerno, ni local delegation, sa masarupot na ihapa o tutuni kolo.
Alright, pues bonito no inigit na
Glenn,
yes.
Salamat sa pinopalus nga para tuloy taw-taw ni Manditiraw na militar. Parisi veteran, military veteran, estima mela i baro of Saipan lines, upunito si patali taw-taw na ni bangin militar. Umausa i uniform, so parami man otsa isti i baro of Saipan i June 15. Basta por favor, tuloy Anthony man militar, man usus tayo militar, considered as a veteran. Cek tati uniform bonito yang na cetun tati mali pamagonta na mangginiran na pwesto patana lolas di sakafisyan niya taw-taw ni manolong militar.
Alright, pues ngayon na pero masusedi gi July 4th i Battle of Saipan Memorial.
Manaktuk pila todo si dress na manay June 15 is the Battle of Saipan.
Okay.
June 15 is Agriculture Fair. June 15 is the opening of the 4th of July.
No, pero masusedi stigi
kumbira taw-taw mala tafandan niya sa pula militar jilo ki katok no gato Japan militar Japan 80 años está ni monaja ni guerra esta na celebración ni matsagli dos duri guerra napuno pues pogo 80 años patana achitun sti dos Japanese dan americano uno tatapanazo na muna ini tanota.
Guaha un expepikta bisita nedzi ginin tempon gira lalala hasta pogo sa parogaygi gwini.
Gua po fan motto gipaini gua in host Okinawa. Gua na Okinawa gipaini mapanogo dos na tumelos tay dos, uno 83 años y otro 85 años. Pues manotto da mandalam gipaini pogo buka basa de morsinya gi zabakti Izunya Memorial. Pues pagkaigi June 15 tamay po fanolong pulas aktibidad kasi dapat komunitar mas mula ini muncul istilah dia. Di drawing line up todos en US military. Pues khusus tu komunitas Saipan malah tapandannya istigi ni patalis di istoranya taktis di drone tini guerra. Tampoco ni puads dos ni 80 años natin.
Pues guano na bisita ginin na tempo lalala sa pogaygi gwini.
As gua dos lo según información ni ungo ki last week na sina ni representan ni Paconia.
Okay. Pues punya stamko no. Alright. No.
Sa Roman Midco mapos akan mo kita nota wartan sila kumusigisti ginanisti Battle of Saipan sila man beneficiate umutsong mas litrakton sila may otto siya na suda manano mo gisa na jima fana tourism juda jota fengkas ni Toronto jota economy
magaibit sa siya na edad siya na gipresente siya na tawtawis talog man litiraw na no bulag ibisan niya sa mena sa tati ni tanisita siya na turis na.
Glenn na yokra mandanya mi ni gobyerno ni statura ni military high officials. Manama siya ni militar, leader siya na officer na kasi na judo. Di siya naman na sudet mo na manggagay siya si Tinian government. Magana mitamamalaw jo di mamalaw jo manggopo mitamamalaw so paisen ni militar le ajuda jo majuda ifamagota ni pagman gusto ni eskwela ni patatakan 750 students. Apa siya ni on planta hujung ni programa ni militar di different military branch like Navy, Marine, Army, National Guard. That the market hujung that that's all siya from gutta outdated from Portungi Kannat. The istigi mampus papu atar na offer na di sini ta dura sa tawza papu chu akan menuda chu papu istigi problema ta papu makka tawza mampus police employment bula mautuni haya kontonen pliogi haya atal je nakatira talu to translate into unemployment istigi na me etama malujo masa porta jusya ni manmakas militar ni afo gago mona ni wajuda jo majuda itaw-taw ni to join the military.
Ay, moling Mayor Pusbunite na update para 80th anniversary, which is still mo Battle of Saipan?
Yes, the Battle of Saipan atutunggi June 15.
June 15.
But the mini march para gatugi Court of Honor. Because while reenactment ganda gi susukti tamano ni malum prekologi isti susukti o chara kanoa beach.
All right. Mono i venue pago ne para mas stage siya i actividad i ceremonias. Ha?
Katang gi American Memorial Park. Then mangagi of the Marine Scout Memorial Monument.
Okay. Pues todo gikatan sa ipumalos diya na ceremonias para i fishing base?
4th of July, they got the fishing base, pago ceremonias, isti Battle of Saipan para gatugi American Memorial.
Alright, sa todo publiko man makumbibida para na aktibidad?
Por favor, sino man danya kanalian ta celebras ni man liberated that agradeci siya militar prewa taw-taw dan iutusan ni proteger masakabisa siya ni maprotehi tanong.
Alright. Okay, bonito na community update ginin i municipal Mayor ginin i alumisengsong Pausa outro mas paron zotpi uzo?
Unggan malago dela at komunidad por favor kada dia umum na bastis ipikadia yalo ni sengsung mampus sa sotot bazula isti crime sige de kumahulus di crime matututo kami sa komisyon ni Pusia ni hafta mano ni siya tajudas di logo mos wagipela jo gi komunidad sa ihafon lihi por favor sangan. If you know Americano, see something, say something. Maila tapana ajuda munga na opportunity ita da hormit da chinutanit galung mata. Sosojo anjo na por favor ajuda jo tapanita no totsumona da tsandas tipika dia gal comunidad.
All right. Okay, pues anything else no malago pon lang santisa dita adingo sa gayeste zota guest lokik bini si Mr. Ed Dilong Guerrero.
Ultimo na mga gusto biba taw-taw bakal na ma-problem ipapasomna kita taw-taw na matsatsagin na siya niya ni pumanakot po yung tanong na nos po pata kumbinsi turista para i-himlo na ito taw-taw.
Okay, pues si Zeus Masi no Mayor po din no?
Mr. Manglona ni oportunidad na noise.
Está, si may RB Camacho zui i-update i-community i-haman masusesidi sa tuwa nista talulu i-ura ni para tafanita da ni Jota Chairman i-Commonwealth Casino Commission Mr. Edward Leon Guerrero siya ko i-update it after siya man masusesidi nisti i-uniko na industriya gipresenti talo mala data na upa na isti na pues ang tabiran mo kita kanita dan si Mr. Ed Leon Guerrero Chairman. Good morning to all right. Good morning na.
Wala zata fan tanaw luma sti bisitata si Mr. Chairman. Good morning talo si Jus Masi utungwa na kulang last minute sti na call para ta paisino para un update imano ta to the half masosiyete no quit pun komisyon tuwa na sinya mas lupi uni laba mas naging buha siya gagege di dalam ikot tilo kumusinya un abresi manotota un an update apa siya man masosiyete no mono ni manggaigit gipresente pa ako tuwa na manggaigit ikot tilo mono sinya galum ikot tilo explica fa no Mr. Chairman mono ni manggaigit pa ako.
Good morning, Glenn. To my listeners, how well versed he is to this casino.
Okay.
No, casino tumugani taatan pogo. This is a phenomenon experiment in model integrated resort.
Okay.
The anima pausay life para integrated resort wahasya require your original line. How's it going to license? They will different access 2,000 new rooms, and they will different invest more than $2 billion. This is an integrated resort. Didida casino is an the animal this is the lottery commission. But I want to lottery commission the award EIPI. Attorney General, Director of Commerce, Director of Finance, then the Commissioner of Public Safety. It's the grupo award EIPI, the Casino Commission. The Tarday Casino create. Lo ane mga ini license, ma-expectan na implements the license agreement, the tres na stages. If in the states, the initial gaming facility. This is the Garapan Imperial Palace Pogo ni Kaulo. Segundo, divide i troson i requirement de 2,000 room para manolong i phase 1 and phase 2. Mapladejo para isang capital isabay sa no Can Pacific. No po di problema tono, they never no implemented phase 1 or phase 2. It's an initial gaming facility. In fact, at the Panay license, it's the initial gaming facility, need to account the 2,000 room. Need to account is only investment is the projected 500 million in the facility. Later on, the amendment number 5. By the way, lottery commission to is the webinar amendments like the casino commission.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the amendments is the managago na politisina manafunazan the schedule. Magapapisin ko sila ma-extend yung lottery commission. Thank para extend pas malagang may move up looking the community benefit fund. We had women unity like casino license agreement na pamanaholo. The IPI po contribute at the community dot 20 million isakan kumatutuhon 60 days after my groundbreak phase 1 di MACP. So that never
Mata
right. Because lo anima mendinay si amendment number 5 like nga debit na langos okay like 20 million early 2018. Restore to mo na finaom saipan ni Solar, finaom saipan ni YouTube, and then sinastigan mo ni COVID-19 pandemic no sumay pektar yes isti casino ni na implementa team na kumibire pamagay to tondo kumibire to hito para manaswes the public gamblers na kung ano kinasiga to tondo so what the marketing ma ating inito tigin in site tapos
magtoy no na stulbo ha
pues tigin no lepo mata na el casino license agreement kaya yung perpetual maulog force majeure in the French is the act of God como typhoon or in this case YouTube is older than COVID. Linya yung agreement between the lottery commission and the IPI na could be force majeure. Because they be different na dispensa yung obligasyon niya. Lo amin yung casino na mami ilay na din niya na debut na posse 15 million isakan para license agreement.
Debut na posse
and posse regulatory 3 million. Then you malago tazo mami turidot pabin dispensa how is the force majeure Ono orang from Gogo the legislature dulu para habis komisi CST. Pues di 2020 ultimo mana passing no decision na license. Pues in tuhung di 2021 no enforcement action para ben enforcement cinco na enforcement uno tiene papasi casino license agreement, tiene papasi regulatory fee, tiene papasi community benefit fund that was due there. Ti una papasi tentativi of ma order to reserve payroll reserve ito tomo. That well na holum na order is origin didbi that is longer than 90 days that the makantetes ne debi do na pasi.
Is that
This is technique tested ne. In other words, you're not in court. Debi do na pasi. Pues no those evidentiary hearing and the monologue in certain na UT na certain charges pues no in assess in suspending license so take your total the rest of the license and then in fine $6 million na penalty. Appeal along the Superior Court, that's about it. La ano pala tempo na matotso isa na kausa ki Superior Court lo isna bita tonde ki kotti ne. Pesa ni muzingi kotti linya si judge na affirm the commission no ruling that in action of whether the dot. Ma appeal gat sina may Supreme Court. Supreme Court loki kung whether niya no schedule na isin tasawani na subject fa sa laan na yan. Umuzong family 2023 dunya ruling the linya Modica license fee di 2020 David na policy and it's still accruing. Linya CCC under determina no after December deadline for policy na. That's a Supreme Court case. Linya por exemple tempo 2020 ni COVID na of this 6.6 million ben dispensa IPI 1.6 million na suweno sa COVID na. So it's 5 million sumaga, that's a penalty. In the meantime, actually another parallel case is involving the federal court. The file is in next move the post evidentiary hearing was to suspend maximum suspension. But and another Supreme Court in file all cinco para being revoked. Another mandatory suspension and the next move is to revoke. Ma più along the federal court requesting a temporary restraining order and then eventually an injunction. The federal court put the license agreement a provision for arbitration. They order CCC, then you paid to go into arbitration based on the International Arbitration Association. Problem is Somali Attorney General is a attorney. Now, Temani CCC, Somali arbitrations are going to possible. The thousands of Pimami is 2020. 100% blend the casino commissions from the regulatory, from the agency, the entity that we regulate. That's is in a government and on Nami. That's an applause, and peso for Magana and on Nami. I can pay 1,000 number. Was no son enough the man, 1,000 of Pimami, the Ferre Kendo, that was important. Casino Commission was never a signatory license agreement. Linya na the Attorney General linya amjuane men for force is todo the government men for force. Is there any cool hani office na clause na hamia casino commission men for force that this is the casino license was intended para wajudali retirees. You know, often para hamia gaming men for force that get kuno tatan modix you know. Todo yai pe bidonya imambaba. It's not about gaming. It's about construction, it's about labor. So my boss said the construction schedule was a problem and labor, the problem hire no subcontract the popular community. The storage system and Holland puro non-gaming is a violation. Then you know not the knowledge. Toru bandan building public works the hand of 1,000 money to regard the bandan building code. Toru bandan labor. That's a U.S. labor or CNMA labor. There's a provision that could an entity hiring more than 500 employees. In U.S. labor, it's council with money authority secondary, and then staging OSHA. That's an OSHA violation. That's a federal law. But the Nonatans here, how do you come to the border? TCC say na a federal. Audit Command Rotary Labor is in the Labor Department.
Naganagan no ta no wala mo question pa ito ta guess. Hello. Yeah.
So,
Okay, go ahead.
so anyway, going back here.
Yes.
And sige mo na si no mapayo na kasi nanyan no I've been scheduled para verification hearing. And mapayo on another temporary restraining order this quarter and denied them. So we went ahead of a hearing by the commissioners. We're in the process of to continue deliberation for my revokement.
Okay.
And then file a bankruptcy. There's still bankruptcy. There's several bankruptcy, chapter 7, chapter 11, chapter 13. So it must be put on the discussion. IPI decided to choose chapter 11, which is basically to reorganize. Bulan madidibi bulan laki na
siya man ajo sa lapi de pero ma-pause no.
Bulan laki ba orang nesta bulan na didibi kini como asset belanja ta forso to chapter 7 to liquidate. Pues si IPI por todo ser pena paugi presente manubda no un tauto para o madibi $7 million. Jadi por esta gangi bankruptcy na di sini está mapatse do solo modo de federal court. The federal court to determina esta IPS is under the federal bankruptcy court. Pues IPI na olong i federal bankruptcy court is long-term agreement in distinct auto ne di Hong Kong. 7 million. Linya of the 7 million, 400 some thousand per mausa per mapasi salaries, insurance, public land, taxes and whatever is due now.
Yeah.
Not the entire amount, the tax thing. Now, bulan mana kami na no tisinya no sa bulan didi. The very keno.
Vision keep on happening, okay?
Keep on mulinya. Afan no audio no ku insider no na tauto. Ringing IPN and no sa agago 10% interest. The due in December. This is magago priority no credit debtor and also default is a firm policy anybody else. Belum malu na insider no. Pues no koti ma examina darinya okay besedua pengusaha $400,000 of that 7 million lalu debt financing. Is it 6.6 million is also black? All on June 21st or something nami often on the salapit. Wahas na no walok exhibit B. Abres exhibit B está a planea para offer for a policy CCC 1 year regulatory fee. And then the government $3 million para un orden para Zubik Benny license fee. Bula mga player na tisita no. O tayo ni Lenny IPN a junior argument na manasasita i-casino license no marine state. Sa kuno marine state.
Siya ma-float in the market. Siya man manili sa market.
Kuno marine state of the license, what junior value?
That's right.
Dahil kung what's on the value, most only debtor, most likely na mas taktilo man po ma-posit taktilo kung ma-liquidate na sa value. Kung tawag no license, i-building nga sa niya, sa mga namin na probably 10 million na, basta niya 15 to 20 million na napapahan na. The Hyatt is now open for sale. So,
Usman malago o ma-reinstate license.
For support, 9 license, pinapasi regulatory fee for 1 year. So that's going into the court as part of the exhibit B. It's no longer IPI, it's now in the bankruptcy court. Then in the court agree for the payment. The policy there's a professor consider for both on reinstate the license. And then that way the IPI goes in the value or reconstitute is on the chapter 11. It's going to be for investors from home. All these enable investors that are still subject to suitability review. They will do a complete due diligence, no background, financial background, and offer junior suitability moving forward. Zangian Linga Townsend license, the liquidate, most likely you know.
Okay, so bottom line gini no chairman no zangin man ma-allow man mamamaisin po fan manoin reinstatement of license so
they can restructure it, and the terms and conditions is explain.
Yes.
No, in your view as a chairman of this commission, do you see a viability that they would go? They'll be able to be solvent. Meeting a requirement of all the debts that they have been accumulated. I mean, no, atam fa nino ko if we were doing it as exercise in futility, sa manisita loki, they wanna get paid to some extent, pos kalan madililelo, in your honest opinion.
Let's just all conclude. Let's assume it will be liquidated.
Okay.
So at the moment of liquidation, after doing a value, kung malinga that actually doing a value, kasi kaya ma-liquidate, yung po final, what did it is some madidibyo from the policy a little bit more than a penny on the dollar. But I think that then if they step forward, them identify all these prospective investors, at that point in time, this is by June 21st. Schedule, we would then know who viable is still a possible option. Then those people that are stepping forward to say, I am willing to invest this in amount. Because then it's all concerned. It's number one, DBZ Garrison facility, gaming facility. It's called Imperial Pacific Resort. Sometimes it's called Imperial Palace. That must be completed. And two, IPA, we must find a way to make sure not some DB are paid. And the best way to do this is that you reconstitute the come back to life and make arrangements to pay everybody. Okay. By the way, there's 329 rooms with 15 villas. The villa itself is a 5-star villa. No, someone else is a villa that's completed. 329 rooms.
Still under construction. Okay, so Molly, okay, my next question, no, Chairman, is okay, Sipiloki as a chairman, no, didn't any public good, okay? At the end of the day, no, zangin na position po natin if to give them back the license, kosaki it would they would allow them to have an increased value.
That's what they're asking.
Oh, no, that's what you're inferring.
Yeah, they're asking it, and we say, well, show us the money.
So my question now is, no, because you are an appointed official, you have to look at the public good.
Absolutely.
No, so in one side of the scale, you're working with this company that has so many millions.
Yeah.
On the other side, what is the opportunity cost?
Yeah.
Is there anything that you can do as a public servant?
Again, we definitely keep our fiduciary responsibilities very seriously. You have to understand that we are represented by the Attorney General at every step of the process. They have availed their rights. They fought for their rights. They have taken us to the both court, local court, federal court. By the way, they appeal all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. So the accumulated amount is based on the time, because cada year kogo.
Yeah.
So by the time there are findings in the court, the value keeps going up, because by law, August 12th, do 15 million, October 1st, do 3 million. So every year, well, the value. We have tried since 2021.
Yeah.
But the first time it's taken mononodo to the US Supreme Court, but deny is not agreed of certiorari. They just denied it. Then those there's something that Bulat auto maximum president. It's authority, independent regulatory authority, and the authority to issue or revoke. If you're looking at state and federal authority, the authority for us to revoke the license is based on what we call the police power in my power, state government, my power CNMI. bankruptcy is a federal law. It's a federal protection law. Pues this is a case na any entity na file bankrupt, os kagayis of the regulatory authority that says if you commit this, we will revoke. Once they file the bankruptcy, under the federal protection, tingnan so fast. It's not about people saying that your revocation deliberations stay until we resolve the Chapter 11. So, bila kita tahu mana esok na apa, dah sama halat, mana guguti kan mommy, tisdami move forward or backward. Man sakudi loki pun violate the due process. So, any line the intent behind the resort should be commended. This is not only 2,000 room, it's also a convention center, one of the world's largest water park, over $100 million entertainment team. Now, Macau like in the consultants located in Macau, between Itas and Macau, offer differential than what happened to the CNMI. These are Macau, before they entertain an RFP for casino, they first identify Tando. Once they locate the Tando, it's going to put RFP based on that land. It's a limited land. Saipan 1,000 like kasi masokta sa agun the licensing good luck agun sobra and they fought hard to find the land large enough to implement some program. To the 25th December bisangono they bit from the motor kitatan.
Yes.
And the makinastigan is those na tayo sa ni COVID said mataya and then tina judohantia loki ni nilay ason na ni federal alina esta ICW alin reach zone limit. That they needed the CW for construction. And the Malina Maguguti more than 3,000. Molun is federal prohibit construction on CW. Their own man enters a bullet question of construction. And then if federal, how long the H2? And then Malina H2, Matsodan number 1, this is a Chinese H2, so they're not part of the signatory country. And then the Malina Bula, Filipino, higher gauge to the Chine Filipino higher gauge to someone tell a bit for drugs, everywhere they go to roadblock. Okay, just a minute, so second is again that the Kumbira Otrun industry or Pariona industry. David so there is the Visela Naguahan economic compass. David the competitor of the command of trade borders that if it rot with Pofatotso no any tourists,
yes.
If it rot Glenn,
Yes.
after the man patasogi patafamentos up and down left and right to turn blue. That is of the control the border. The man para the economic recovery.
Ini na leverage i 902 team ne pofanono nigi debut mapush na. No going back is still a subject no German no.
So inannaga pagi
restructuring pago go through bankruptcy na. Would do you see an opportunity for partnerships? The name itself is that you know.
No, the process itself does allow a reorganization if by June 21st. If by June 21st they can identify all these investors and they step forward and they're willing to flip. What is the best good? What's the public good?
Yes, public good.
For me, it's finish the facility, make arrangements to pay your tax and pay everyone you owe. Now, if they reconstitute, one of the first things that we need to do is we need to make sure that during the due diligence, anyone involved with IPI should no longer be on this newly reconstituted.
No, would that give us an opportunity, a window, Chairman? It's still a reorganization through a bankruptcy, right? It gives us a window as government to even come up with our own investor. You see what I'm saying?
Anybody.
Anybody. So for example, I'm giving you a window of opportunity, at least for the community of the CNMI, through public cooperation. For example, let me just give you something. That the public cooperation can be created through law, through this or reorganization. So Holungeno as a part of the equation, it may be a three-pronged approach. Uno, outside investor po fufuji sa lapi. Otro, public cooperation that involves the community of the CNMI.
I get
the leverage.
I get where you're going.
The leverage, Chairman, what they owe.
in terms of penalty na.
I get.
Sige, izota kabo ta. Sige, izota kabo
By the
as
way-
community.
by the way,
Can that be done?
On the bankruptcy, all the taxes that they owe must be paid first. That's a priority. There's no excuses. Already 62 million on the casino license fee and the regulatory fee. It depends on what the final determination.
But you see where I'm getting
Yes.
at, no?
But I don't know about your experience with public corporation, but I'm a believer in the private sector. The Zanginsa Kosun Humolo, because I think they're going to need to find a 300 to 400 million worth of investment to finish the facility and to make arrangements to.
Well, the our part, ne? I'm talking about the ikabo gini, what we're gonna put in, right? We put in the value of the property through the public land, ne? Sige, izota, sige.
That is still belongs to the people. And by the way,
And that's
so what do you recommend like
the restructuring. So
Yeah, but
when
what-
you restructure, it allows us to come in.
Yeah, well, it allows any.
Yeah.
I have to go to the federal court to do that. But then I went to the legislature and say, whatever we do moving forward, the existing law must be changed because right now it's only one license now. And I think I recommend that remove exclusivity, remove the UMA, and then the Suezi Community Benefit Fund because they never really benefited anybody, and then impose a gaming tax.
Because
And
sige,
then-
Pagono, with the restructuring,
Yeah.
ne? It gives an opportunity for the CNMI government to correct the wrongs. In other words, by remove the exclusivity and have multiple license.
No, if you're thinking about having the local people create that scenario that you are
Yes.
explaining, once you open up the for example, three licenses, there's nothing stopping that concept by having one of those licenses be approached by that scenario. Lo nasuwa dagi patamen nila nasuwa di 2 billion na investment. Duty papa is nasuwa
Unreasonable.
2,000 new room. Now construction people to.
So you see that now,
Yeah.
unreasonable and on
Very.
Okay.
It was ambitious.
Yeah.
And when Mariana foi tauta, but the reason when nagwa casinos happened was because para bankrupt says retirement program. Then in Chamorro sa casino bankrupt sta. Ang Manila bula man kaya na puno. The problema ay offer niya alternative na. Tama na yung mayor niyo kanibolo. Wagon is the public service. The criticism doesn't pay for public service. We need to come up with how do we generate the needed revenue to make sure the public services continue. Not thanking for criticize, that's your right. But it'll be helpful if you step forward and say, what do we do
Provide
to
alternative
save the
solution.
retirement?
Yeah.
We cannot sustain the retirement fund. By the way, at the time that it was Manila, the time it's collapsing, tres na plano yung gobyerno niya. One was to allow the floating of a bond from NDP to make sure we pay back. Two was an amendment to the administration to allow the e-gaming. And three was to allow the casino. And I think at the time, Torino Tumugo, since I don't know how long ago, the House has always passed a gaming legislation. Don't they put my main Senate? Because Senate already have Lutan Tinian majority, they already have their casino. No, and a Marina Pomate retirement. The Gulano Kitunya retirees, I believe it's in this one an agreement for my passage. So 15 million, 2 million of that goes to Rota, 2 million goes to Tinian, and the remaining 11 stays for Saipan for the retirees. And that's what was being used to restore the 25% cut on the pension. Although the Senate eventually took a move to amend it to use for operational, I think the House recently reinstated it back for the public pension. So, why was the public service if you're looking
Because
at
the percentage you guys are operating without any
Zero.
funding from the
Zero.
CNMI government.
zero August? And when we say to people that we're meeting because our regulations require that we meet, if we don't meet, we are.
You guys are basically volunteering.
We're volunteers for more than a year. Wala question na, mapuswatan, offer na agad. Recently, muna na bill. Many compensations na mapuswatan. It is like
Did they owe you now for this? Are you guys charging?
But no, who are we going to charge?
No, sir. It's an appointed position.
It is accumulated.
It's accumulation.
If there's money there, hopefully, if there's money there, hopefully.
All right. You ready to answer a public call?
Okay,
let's see. Okay.
We could answer.
Okay. We have Chairman Ed De Leon Guerrero as our guest. Do you have a question for our guest this morning? Inanmo po favor? Okay, go ahead, Ray.
Morning, si Chairman, because even niya rules and responsibility between commissions and lottery. Actually, here total cost of some para ko ni guru na yes ni after the mandaw niya role commission ko ni commission.
Yes.
Kung ko because ng tao agitano ni hindi na mo na po sa alam. Question no gini pa ni paisi ni Chairman. Dahil sa cost ng napila decision ikot Igonya cash flow IPI dari pumado na investors ng hilig po man-invest. So, tamatan din niya financial portfolio dahil sa koso na po desisyon ni figure out kung na kung ito na investment or asset. Hindi pa rin kung makubig po na bibigyan ang system na consider mo na na IPI. Kung dahil sa koso na konsidera kung para pagkapansin nga dahil yung government talo 62 million. At sa situation ni Tinian Dynasty, iti pa po government 32 million in taxes. Wala na possible. Local din na konsidera yun ng Kongreso. Tapos, imanong yun is monopoly. It's not a good concept. Sige pa ako na mag-check yung is ito monopolize the IPI. Local na asan ito niya financial portfolio ni Pili kasi sa sarang earlier investors. Kung malanga, kung mapoksi todo, inibigyan. Hello?
Okay. All right. Okay, thanks. Okay.
Ray, just masi ni double comment. I-bankruptcy court bago determina dahil sa kaso na ma-identify all decision grupo po panholo po ma-reorganize by June 21st. There's an obligation ni IPI to identify all the po ma-invest and kung ito ma-planea po ma-invest ikoti po din determine lo dahil sa kaso na ma-accepta ni koti sa kaso na magawa ni license ti perbin na yung license dati dahil tinsego sa mami due diligence debe binsego sa mami due diligence dahil iniseda due diligence na ba competence and qualified and suitable debe sa kunya pag dahil ti man suitable then ti binaya ni license os kaya na accepting ni konti na but Jesus Marcela rin ni Lobo Cerdo comments.
All right.
Okay.
Chair, I want to say,
Sure.
when you file for bankruptcy, other than taxes, total taxes will be paid. Taxes for anyone na policy. Total pamalo, I don't think that they will be getting 100%. There will be a reduction on what to from the policy under a bankruptcy.
All right. Okay. Next. Yes, caller Inanmo, mo question para guess?
Okay, the question no Glenn si David Mindole and the Mr. Julius tapos na po nito. Taon kita tinyan ni Gaiti ni Tinian Dynasty. Yan.
Yeah.
Kita di mana tutup tu di apa sih mana society ialah. So ni Glenn. Tapi no problem na tu tahu di Mangaiti problem. Mangaiti is in dire need of funding to build the infrastructure in the CNMI. The state-of-the-art na infrastructure na klase. Tanya kong Datasobi todo muna. Ipabunito dan bulalang bukot. Ipatatumbigan mo siya idoktat tourism. Then ginigagi ganang baro. Isisala again. Sabi kota talo niya palingya siya. Kimberly King Hines. Edi na palabron niya. I-level up siya naman. No? Tawpulo nyo na palata ng tawpulong. Sa infrastructure. Galon siya naman. Very poor neglect. Sa uwatan daw lili todo matutunog yan. First time in history, si Mayor J.P. San Nicolas, yan, por favor, na papada da long story short, siya de compile na todo. Do umbiaya, do makumpendi todo ni public. Por favor, yan, isita daw puno na kilimpendi, at naparas siya na klasi, inilagso, ineswan dan malalago, gano'n ito sa muruta na klaseng kultura, sa lati, para ipamagungkan ni Manolo muna. Muna yan, tanisisipa, ipatapal mo ito, ikita, data levo inflation, do levo abri sinamay danggita. So, kinmauli, kintonta, infrastructure. Danggita na yan, nastuplan para sinamay, danggita na apa, mahuto din na sala, dapat din. Hindi po malansan sa malosan ng pulo ng fraud, ng total sa development, ng bulang tao sa malalong sa casino, ng hotel, matutsunod ay active doon, yung tempo garapat. Sana i-glad na singa mo sa learn, na lesson na yung tatachobin infrastructure. Kaya hindi backbone ni Kunia, ni Promoli, ng Tintada, maintenance, bond, continue funds for the range, mga pareho ng istigrong, ni Guacan, ito ang manera ni Manano, sabi, ang libro ng Glenn, ang libro para ang publiko sa Chinia, como na momento, igual ka ba sa mata mo na Manano, ito pinatawag, Manano, di kala, una entro Glenn, di kuminata, di kasino, di konto Glenn, na ni Zorang, dan sumalo, datu, panalo, umangya, sa sabi, perfectly, sabi, no, pwede rin, Governor Ralph Forrest, dan to, di pa siya nag-offer to present, sa matas lagi maulu nasinyan po ni Formalo, mapod na mula yung dito ng corruption in between siya na problema lagi. Hindi natisin niya, mauli ekonomiya ng lalahapan na business.
Okay.
All
right.
Talo nga pa ba sa state? Hindi ginisina, good. Dahil na po public interest, ipara-integrate, i-afiwa, lang. So, na-spread, i-weldo, panlala, pareho, itaw-taw-taw, no? Tapos, kinyan, sabi, naliyan sa, yan, i-recover yung detekta na pupunado sa upa, na ipotangkidan sa lot, kinagyan ni Manholo, yung ginano siya na espasyo, mga dulog, itatinyan ng lupa. Dami ba matulong ba titiniyan? Pabenta, may taanan talaga, sa ipang. No? Naupot yan, natuta siya sulit, sabi, mag-lebo. Matako, mag-ibukti niya, tatawaro, kinakatempo. Ibo pa, ay, kung gata niyo na doon, sponsor, di ba, federal, na tubig-tourism, ito pag-day resources. Edi yun yung quit, tawag mo. Mauta ni Tinebong, hindi na. Isinasada komunikasyon, it's now internet food farmer.
Está. Okay.
Pag-ising yung mga dumatekis siya, dumalit na sa dikiti problema siya doon ang kulo. Mabila po kasino, panahon na ka na lolong kasi sa lapit.
Alright.
Ito mga diya, ginigil na siya, kung makapag-subscribe yung nisupat.
Okay.
Pinahipin, how done, gano'n doon ang administration, acting chairman of food in the bed. Apay sinunod chairman, o siya po favor, ano na siya doon na pandi apa malago niya. Nababag sinag-storya. Para ako pa rin tayo pa siya rin ang nag-share ko dito siya.
Okay. Está. Thank you, Neno. Wala, alright. Sujus masih Dave Neno, Mr. Evangelista.
Importante sti para ulagno si manototoo pa presidente niya na lo mala ta limit masyagi 1 minute 2 minute the most.
Not comment on that.
Yeah.
Sabi na kloro na Tinian Dynasty ma-assess ni Vincent as the financial crimes under IRS. 75 million is the largest fine against a casino of any U.S. jurisdiction. Sabi na kloro IPI no wala minan niya. Kami get mga monitor malilifat. Uno in demand of create compliance committee then ma-demand na gwasto niya anti-money laundering policy. While federal law model Title 31, the Bank Secrecy Act, is the Tinian, no, there was an IRS supervisor out of Seattle, Daniel Kenneth Hines. He organized 15 investigators that conducted the
Audit
investigations on the Tinian Dynasty. It's an undercover operation that ended up with a massive audit. And then there's a guy named Gregory Lisa. See, Kenneth Hines conducted the investigations, summarized it, and put it up to Vincent. Vincent assessed the fine of 75 million, never before that high. But here's what we did. We asked IPI to develop an anti-money laundering policy. They hired and they retired Kenneth Hines, that is the prosecutor in Vincent and Gregory Lisa. They hired both, and they both established and created an anti-money laundering policy for IPI. We demanded every employee of IPI to undergo the anti-money laundering certification before we licensed them. And actually, it goes to federal that oversaw the Tinian penalty. By the way,
they're gonna apply it here.
They applied it here. We have to. Before. Well, here's the deal. Starting in Vegas, then former Commissioner Ray De La Cruz, former Mayor of Tinian, the Mayor of Tinian at the time, the Vincent came down. And throughout the presentation, Vincent explained to us, he must actually, other than the director explaining the priorities, offer a matrix on how they assess the fine. This is more than 400 participants. All of them, I said, they go based on his own matrix. How did the Tinian situation never fit any of those matrix? How could the man siya
assessment no?
Ma-faisal so manyang nung kintat ni Vincent kusina to discuss the private active case Masuwalji. No explanation why it's the highest.
Okay, malaza tatsulisti landline cell phone. Landline standby. Cell phone. What mo question para ito tagas si Chairman Dilong Guerrero? Okay, go ahead. Okay.
So we are only one. So in order the guardian still safe.
Yes.
One
So
person.
it's a question.
It's a question 우리 이거는 쇼핑이 보통 sa padarete o como tanawan na siya no paralati governors viraran siya tamano do manazur siguro ora problem tinian ruta ana pangwa pasiana motte ruta tinian bonito sa viran sector or viran store no avat sa pa ana parala Mr. Guerrero di bandatan dan stirupnya tapanuma sa bonito binandia no ruta tinian Anotagina dia bakaretanya kini reparo no tinian ruta tabay tunia service loita tahun tuta ba tauza sa izuta financial no tanawa tina tinian ba tinian januta angin moste devino ga izuta support no ma tatijit yung tadi ko apa tanisita ko Gordaya.
Okay.
Luta pa pasti ginagawa suni sa inusyama ang pirate suni dyan.
Okay, Louis, thank you.
Okay, wala niya bonito binana na si Guerrero. Ano siya na Guerrero na?
Yung chairman ni Casino Commission, si Edward.
Anya Sonia saya tu na lona taris kita manamesti
Okay.
Maktagi po swabiga sa sistem pada ni commission, no? Na moni
Okay,
commission.
Guntur. Okay, thank you, Louis. No comment. Okay. It's not.
If I may just quickly say that the Constitution, like casino gambling is prohibited unless passed by Commonwealth law or local initiative. Butan tinyan is by local initiative. Is no Commonwealth kasi mahalo Commonwealth kasi commission kasi done by law Commonwealth law. Law is recent no member si Ray De La Cruz. Very active.
Is that no still expired?
Expired April 30. Si Martin Mendola is a expired looking those mid 30s. Itanangay gobyerno po ma-appoint na as in replacement. 6-year term. So far, gobyerno na kabeti.
Okay. Did you inform the government?
Yes, several times. But he knows that, but I don't know. But I don't know.
Okay, before Guaguiligi cell phone, latest si Ping. Ping, hold on Hold on, Ping. I'm gonna take the landline Finanina. With the Finanina mo inanmo no landline. Was the question? Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Kalau boleh na ba yung tangana iya tekniknya na malala mana bisa betul kita order dan tawanin yang buat siya dan na decline kita mulai para bisana lo binakada sih no gigok ko experiential like then and commission to tinyan ne utukingi ba ulo i-pencil na at commission na malago to no na para ba project tamano ne ba benefit mo moment no ailing no mega stars na investor ne. Anyways, no ako kito lang si sa si kita pananis ni kita ne. But no kuna o tugi the moment no ilo council no si Janet King at that time. Manaso da si siya lo problem no si dynasty na si Kwan no a buyer the Australian company ni Moral is the dynasty at one point no muna utungos kita no ane pagod ay todo na historicity the dynasty ne no mapun naman man sa ane matay industry kiniyan ne all of a sudden no mawatayo si Bertisa na makurni ki IPI no you know and palataatan ki bandan no o baha sebab ne sina na bialo kungan lo very surprising na animatay ki dynasty the Mabusum dynasty one of the biggest crimes and the power with the my doctor no crime no man makurni siya ki on the IPI he also like then no total no industry ne anay po mamang wiki to kiniyan po bandan no apa waktu na industry ne jadi nanti siya po na no singa berarti po bandan retirement ne nama nagwan silo ki casino no saipan ne jadi nanti sino no po no ile mo there's only two ways that we can have an industry casino in the Marianas, a popular initiative that is legislative, no? So, in the like, the advice, no, the experts, no, tiningong galimiters onions, importante na pagdapaman higher professional, importante na tekong kidota, no, professional investigator ni maatan ko sulubo, especially na investor ni manahalong sa iningok ko, na mamanofer si IPI 7 billion na investment ne. Dahil ko na experience ini gasti auto city ne. At amanya ani the mami no investigator the police at the public representative na ililingan nagwasa la pinya por ejemplo 15 million lo ano ka nagwasa no. O uno ni experiencia sa ane pabinutong esta panaita ito o lugar maista to. The auto city na the dimension ko the value of the license hindi ko istisya Asian investors but secure license was masuli patanong niya sa mabendi lisensya IPI que dokter tahu personal opinion. Esta matatina sa lapinya. Esta manhono. Kemudian apa bedanya? Naman makonti di sana di healthcare operator jadi magtitipi para federal court. Korita tumungo na para sa treaty sa China. No matter how many years, no matter what 2 years ni siga, no man ma-penalize siya Chinese national. Hingayan di pa tatuli pa sa lapi. Buenas, gamam no tama no sa bisuti abasuda. Buenas noches para todos samdo.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. On comment?
Should I comment
Sure.
very quickly?
Yeah.
Just for background information, Glenn. At the time they CNMA put an RFP by casino, they hired 2 professional consultants to review the response. I think they hired B2G to look at the criminal background and others suitability, probity review, and then hire innovation group to look at the business plan. They look at Peer Pacific and they also look at Megastar. Only 2 vendors submitted a bid.
I know.
Based on these 2 submissions,
Molika IPI?
yeah, they came up. They rated IPI as the best vendor, best plan.
Okay. Molika no.
The innovation group based on this plan, because IPI offered to invest 3.14 billion. Okay, 3.14 billion to construct what was required. Now, innovation group says based on that plan, you would need a minimum of 2 million visitors a year for to have a return on your investment. And I don't think that ever,
going back in hire 2 professionals, knowing the way China, isinya umolum investigators upon investigan a citizen of China. That's
I wanted to say that the investigations done on this was, in our opinion, insufficient because these people are based on. But here's the deal. Since then, gaming in China, mainland China, is illegal. Collecting gaming debts is illegal. This has gotten worse because at the time that we issued the license,
no, in a process on investigators.
The time that the license was given to IPI was based in Hong Kong. And Hong Kong at the time, even though it reverted to China, but it was treated by China as a separate administrative region for 50 years. So they were able to do it in Hong Kong,
not in China.
Not in mainland China. But anyway,
spying, consider spying is almost citizen.
No, but here's the irony that Macau is part of China. So recently they criminalized anyone who invests in overseas gaming because Macau is China, so Macau is not overseas. So they allow gaming only in Macau, but not in overseas.
Okay, we have a question, a caller from Guam. Okay, a caller from Guam. What's your question para guess? Comment? Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. Yes.
lo maulu na. Itu din ginagawa. Lo animal na mga pinasalakti. At pinili na ng pinipislo. Inantaksilo si Danya. Ang baksa tito niya. Talagang 5,000 monthly allowance.
Okay.
Monthly allowance.
All right.
Iya lo maksa. Ini ke, aku lihat sama na salakti maulu na lang italota siya lalaan nan. Ni Arpa Funds.
Esta. Alright. Comment na dulu kita ni Guam, later si Pin. But think is still Lasco. Lasco na sabi ka sa stay ora. Question para i chairman. Yes.
Anyway, it's a good concern forward. Chairman, still a question pag-ipay, kung kita pakona po di delegation di Federal, kung kita akan, kung sila component na dito na coincide o na managan sa mga desisyon di Federal, yung legislatura, yung magkakyan nila exclusive license para manabaka para masyadong na casino, no? Your true, ironya commodity, which is tourism. Dan sa kaso na matindi na masakta problema niya di federal level, ako tamamin si Paulo Casino po address si pang tourism. Ang gini casino ay tourism ko po ma-charter. Ako tamamin si Casino si yung human farming in future. Sa tigil isip ng generate sa laki. Your crew, yung mga nila, i-corporate investment, TMPLC could be one of them. So other than that, to where the casino problema is tourism. How is the casino going to address this? Kung ngayon pang enforcement of tama na porong nakubing di po manalaw kasi.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Neno. Tourism question. How are you going to bring the tourism?
Thank you, Neno, sir. Normally, the casino kuno mababa na kuno igual ko junior no separate na marketing team. The junior marketing team no man aggressive ni po sudah no babi na karon na junior success IPI, which was Batang Gaming, very successful Batang Gaming.
Bringing in tourists?
Yeah, bringing in their own players, bringing in their. No, the way that IPI succeeded tremendously far beyond the expectation was they focusing on the VIP. The largest of the VIP are called Bajenas. They managed to bring in Bajenas to play, and they implemented the rolling chip program. So they focusing on the VIP. More than millions and millions is the Commonwealth. Well, I probably not taking the rolling chip. Zigi mana coverage on the receivable close to $2 billion. Also, these are all chips. These are all,
China, no?
The payments are made online or overseas. That was the problem. So the issue of tourism, they have their own marketing team to bring in the tourists. The recent economic conference, there was a presentation made by Matt Longiver that talked about the importance of tourists, and for every dollar that comes in, how much of that dollar is actually brought in by tourists, a significant amount. And as you go down on this expenditure, so it's very clear that the tourist is the main backbone. But on the IPI, it demonstrated that IPI, functioning as a gaming industry, could provide, could complement and supplement tourism, because what it did no corollary industries with the restaurants, taxis, insurance, no supporting industry. The real estate the question is, after casinos but the tourism, they will bring in their own marketing team, they will bring in their own players. The way that the casinos implement the Saipan, main target, the targets are the tourists. But so Nonatan is a major focus on their marketing. We have also a separate program called Problem Gamblers Program. The problem gamblers called counseling. The tintatagyan the outsiders, tintatagyan na isa tototono din ang kalangan addicted. Hindi isa ko lang sign na join the problem gambling na workshop.
They pay, an IPI would pay for that.
Yes, IPI paid for that. It's called the problem gambling program. Yeah. We mandate them to provide that. So in tourism, they will bring in their own. The difference between IPI and future gaming, we have stopped the rolling chip program because that's what we saw. Yes, we did. That's where you have the millions of dollars of taxes. Taxes were paid on it.
Okay.
So
no, he paid to the player. It's not paid to the player. Only the tax.
Yes, no. The required tax has been assessed locally.
And
then it's paid here.
Okay.
We have an entire audit team that was headed by Charlie Atalik, and we monitor every day. There was a payment record submitted to us.
The winners, no? Or
the entire
chip, no?
revenue that comes in.
Is that the rolling chip?
Either the rolling chip or the drops.
Okay.
The drops are from the gaming, electronic gaming machines or the tables. Again, it's a laguna, casinos succeed by the electronic gaming machines, slot machines. In Asia, it's mostly tables, and they're mostly baccarat. So in the modern IPI, it focusing on the tables. That's why we generated billions and billions of the rolling chip. So I think moving forward, we would have to start looking at mass premium isanizo. No more back of the house table. It has to be a mass premium than game slot machines as a future.
Obviously, Pogo, I read an article, a position paper from Imperial about the current poker machines. So their position is that they shouldn't be any poker machine as an exclusive license holder.
No, they claim that the poker and the e-gaming are casinos, and therefore it violated the exclusive gaming right. These are not casinos. In a true casinos, you would have to have live dealers. There are no live dealers.
So it's outside the...
Yeah, there's no live dealers in e-gaming or poker. It's a purely...
Ed, I think we have exceeded our time, and I really appreciate his own time.
I hope we shared some
and
so before I leave you, Marcus, I wanted just to say that and we need to all help each other out. Whether casino or whatever industry, but the choose maybe particularly critics then you go to of an industry, then step forward and suggest by the then is up to leaders of a scene that's okay. The at the manager linga and the tourist services require the most important thing is public safety, public health, and square. If we can manage to find public funds to generate to sustain
and it doesn't matter in modern total.
No,
yeah.
If you so the way to have the tourism succeed, the federal government need to relax how the tourists come in because they can go time to then cinema succeeded because we need the numbers to come in. So just mostly for the invitation.
Chairman, we've been trying to get Ed in so he can address our people regarding Estina industry. Trabia a very slow process under the bankruptcy court. Again, and again, we're gonna bring him in a couple of months. Hopefully, naging mas update na po address the manotota industry and the casino. So, Chairman Edward Dilong Guerrero, thank you so much. Lomak to afanilo si time na para tahutso mi programata talo para todos managang iman saunog wini in felicita talo todos samso si Jus Mase. Thank you na manhita pa na ogan, especialmente ato siya man mamaising question para sa guest. Si Edward Guerrero kumuwiza gumihilulu casino commission winigi kadpo na islan sa ipan.
Siluta siguela gateti iti manhita puniguat sa Kenya lo sinya otro Simona manita talo guaw si Glenn H. Manglona nagwaidza inafa maulik jampas para tudo samjo. Adios, estou tu sábado, se Deus mase.